for rent anymore. Millions of lives have been affected by some guy's what? Feeling. This is an example of hukmul jahiliyyah. Is that what they're pursuing? That's what they're pursuing? Just make big decisions based on a whim? Based on nothing but whim, subhanallah. What kind of damage you can do in society. Then of course you have in the world of in what's happening in the United States. This is the scariest thing. You know, now counselors are being told that if a young person comes to you and says, I think I'm homosexual, then you're not supposed to tell them there may be something wrong with that. You're not allowed. You can lose your counseling license. So if you want to be a psychiatrist, a therapist, etc., you have to say you're entitled to your feelings. If you're having that feeling, that must be a good thing. You should live by those feelings. And that's the only way you'll ever get happiness, is you do whatever you feel. Because of course, our constitution and our way of thinking is life, liberty, and the pursuit of what? The pursuit of happiness. You should be able to do what you want. I would argue, really? You should be able to do what you want? And people have feelings all the time. I feel like slapping people all the time. You know? How many crazy thoughts go through a teenage boy's mind? How many feelings go through his mind? You're saying he has a right to act on all of his feelings? There are no restraints? Isn't that the most insane worldview? You should be able to do whatever you feel like? If everybody started doing that, what would we be left with? We'd be left with utter chaos. The entire idea of aql is what? Restraint. There are some things you have to hold back. You might have a feeling, but it's not a good idea to act on it. It's not good for you and it's not good for someone else. There has to be some restraint. That's the idea of hukmul jahiliyyah. The rule, decision making, a thought process that is based on no restraints. Just feeling. And by the way, that is the kind of